Revolution that will consume Tinubu government over hardship will start from the north. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist TV. The human rights lawyer Dele Farotomi has said that the current Nigerian system is not sustainable and that the revolution and problem that will destroy President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government will come from the northern region of the country. In an interview making the rounds on social media, Faratomi said that revolution against the suffering created by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government will not start in the eastern Nigeria. According to him, an average Igbo person has learned not to depend on the government, so it is easier for them to survive on their own. He said, "Long ago, I predicted that the Nigerian revolution would start in northern Nigeria. The only reason I said so at the time is because the northern Nigeria had always been the reason we could not fight a common purpose to fight the evil. But now that the person in power in the presidency is not a northerner, and he is at best a nominal Muslim, and the suffering has now been fully democratized, the northern streets, not northern elites, has no interest in the forbearing and continuing to suffer. Why is it that all of a sudden everything they tolerated in all the years of Muhammad Buhari's administration is no longer tolerable? I do not know how long it is going to take, but if this mess continues, the problem that will consume this government will start in northern Nigeria. It is not going to start in the east. It might seem like nothing is going to happen, but something will definitely happen. This system is not sustainable," he said. Justifying his point in detail, the activist said that, in his words, "You will rarely find an Igbo man applying to civil service or looking for a salary job. The average ones, even the ones that went to the university, still attach themselves with somebody in the market and learn a trade. They learned to do without the government. They learned to discount the government completely, which means that the Igbo man is better equipped than any other Nigerian to cope with our current circumstances where the government has completely become useless. The Igbo man was already prepared for the uselessness of the government. Now that he is prepared for it and everyone wants to stigmatize him, I cannot blame the Igbo man for turning around and saying, 'It is none of my business, enjoy your government.'" He added he didn't enjoy anything from the beginning. "I'm talking about average Igbo man, not about the Ojus or Carlos or the Okorochas of this world, who have always fed on the grievances of the Igbo people and have made money by appeasement of the government and presume to speak on behalf of the Igbos. Average Igbo man on the street grew up believing that he has no portion in Nigeria, which was what fed the Biafran spirit and demand for Biafra even 50 years after the Civil War. The average Igbo man in Igbo land, in Alaba International Market, in Ladipo, have always lived with the mentality of being victims of the system." Again, solid mineral resources in the north. Minister of Solid Mineral Development Dele Aleke has announced Nigeria's first gold commercial transactions under the National Gold Purchase Program (NGPP). It is a centralized offtake scheme supported by a decentralized aggregation and production network of artisanal and small-scale miners and cooperatives, Aleke said in a post on his X account, formerly known as Twitter account. The minister expressed gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for endorsing critical reforms in Nigeria's solid mineral sector. Aleke emphasized that Tinubu's support has been instrumental in advising and advancing initiatives such as the National Gold Purchase Program (NGPP), aimed at boosting the country's reserves and strengthening the naira. Speaking during the presentation of the latest gold bar refined by the Solid Minerals Development Fund, Aleke highlighted the strategic significance of gold transactions, which involve artisanal and small-scale miners. He noted that the refined gold would be sold to the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN), thereby enhancing foreign reserves. He said, "Furthermore, I am proud to announce that this first commercial transaction has resulted in a substantial increase of over $5 million in Nigerians' foreign reserves assets. The refinement of over 70 kilograms of gold to the London bullion market's good delivery standards and the successful aggregation of local mined gold, injecting around 6 billion naira into the rural economy." Aleke underscored the success of the NGPP's inaugural commercial transactions, which demonstrated its effectiveness in increasing foreign reserves and stabilizing the Nigerian economy. He noted that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu commended the ministry's achievement, viewing it as a major milestone in diversifying Nigeria's economy under the Renewed Hope agenda. He also highlighted the economic benefits of the NGPP, which includes injecting approximately 6 billion naira into the rural economy through the aggregation of locally mined gold. The executive secretary of the Solid Minerals Development Fund, Fatima Shinkafi, explained the global standard adhered to in refining the gold, emphasizing its role in global trade. She pointed out that Nigeria, through the NGPP, joins and selects nations in bolstering gold reserves by purchasing in local currency, thereby boosting economic confidence, stabilizing the currency, and attracting foreign investment. The event marks a pivotal step towards leveraging Nigeria's natural resources for economic growth, aligning with broader national development goals. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu also has commended the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development over the first commercial transaction under the National Gold Purchase Program (NGGP). The president said this when he received gold bars sourced from artisanals and small gold miners from Dr. Dele Aleke, the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development. Gold was refined by the Solid Mineral